Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to look at something that should be fun. It's another clip from the Mercury Lounge in New York City in December of 2019. Same couple of shows where they encountered Lava Records. And just for the record, because I don't think I mentioned it, I wasn't clear about this before, but Devin works at Lava Records. But she also has her own little band, and she was opening for the Warning on both dates. It's really her and one other person, I think. Devin Sounds, I think, is what they went by. Anyway, she brought Jason to the next gig, the president, and he was so impressed that he eventually signed them after a bunch of negotiating. But in this particular clip, we're watching Sinister Smiles. Now, Ali is actually playing a bass owned by Thomas Ilgen, one of the super fans. We've actually seen him perform at the Cave before. He's the one that gave Ali her very first Spectre bass. He provided the bass for this gig, or maybe there were a couple, I don't know how that worked out, but the bass strap broke. Okay, spoiler alert, but it's all about how she handles it. So I'm not exactly sure when it breaks, but it's another one of those things where something happens and they have to deal with it on the fly in front of a live audience. And they almost always, well, really they always, that I've noticed, handle it pretty well when that happens. Should be amusing and informative at the same time. My understanding is he was able to eventually fix the strap with just the right amount of, I don't know if it was electrical tape or duct tape or whatever, gaffers, something like that. He taped it back together and it worked out. But so you can do what you got to do, folks. So, Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we look at this?
Oh, just looking forward to hearing this song about the sinister dialogue in the subject's mind.
Yes, it's always interesting. I like this song, matter of fact. Okay, let's check this out.
All righty.
You never like to see that, but I think it was handled about as well as could be expected there. That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, as you guys working on Ollie's guitar strap and adjusting the mic, this happens as she continues with her job, playing bass and singing, smiling with her bandmates about it.
It's always all about allowing the performer to keep performing and not worry about what's going on. That's everybody else's job. I think that was Thomas Ilgen himself doing the bass teching. And so he was probably horrified, like, oh no. But chances are it just wasn't that reinforced. And Allie is pretty physical with her bass at this point in time. She's moving around a lot. That really does put a lot of strain on your average bass guitar, or any guitar strap, and how well it's anchored and all that. And so the anchor popped out of the guitar. If that wasn't clear, it wasn't just that the strap came off, it's that the anchor came out. So, and so they were trying to figure out how to handle that. But it went okay. Danny, it was great coming up to her at the end, since Allie was pretty much stuck on the stool there, came over and did the dual thing right next to her by the stool. That's great.
Also, just hearing Danny say, "We want to hear you all the way from the back," probably about 15 feet away or something like that.
Well, yeah. But still, it was cool to see that. It was an interesting little effect there at the end with the strobe lights and everything on the camera. It made the whole thing, like the whole framework of what the camera was looking at, jump around. Like where Allie was, it almost looked like she was jumping around. She wasn't jumping around. It was just some kind of optical illusion going on there. I think they did a great job considering everything else, and keeping their attitude up too. I mean, this is the show. They know that there's a record exec in the audience, who's evaluating them, and they don't lose it. They keep it together. It all works out. So awesome. Yeah, so keeping cool under those circumstances probably really helped them quite a bit in that case. That may have been the first night, as a matter of fact. That's possible. I'm not exactly sure. It's a little tricky to know which night is which. But nonetheless, really fun to see that. Folks, we love clips like this. So if you have anything like this where something interesting happens while they're playing, by all means, let us know about it. Drop it in the comments below, and we will consider it. Okay? Any other suggestions you have, too. And if there are details you think we missed, by all means, mention those below as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right? Thanks so much for joining us on this. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.